What do you see, Kate? Well, good morning. I don't think you could ever really get tired of this. Just cleaning up for breakfast after overnight. Really awesome spot. We haven't had much sun the last little while, but it hasn't actually rained, so that's just fine. And in fact, after the heat we had coming out of Portland, a little bit cooler is quite welcome. So we're just coming down Northern California, probably how many hours from San Francisco? A few, 3 or 4. Ideally we'll make it today. So I'm sure I've showed you some of this. It's mile after mile after mile of winding in and out across these canyons. Just unbelievable. At a certain point, you just really can't take any more pictures. But you just do. You just take more and more pictures because it's just such an experience. Anyway, we're about 2 hours north of San Francisco, and we're going to camp just about half an hour down the road so that we can go into San Francisco early tomorrow morning and spend the day there. Maybe the night, maybe another day. Don't know yet. Truck's running great. As most of my viewers are American citizens, I'm sure crossing the Golden Gate Bridge is a pretty much everyday occurrence. I'm sure you do it all every second Tuesday, but for a kid growing up in Montreal, there's something about the allure, the mystique, the something or other about the Golden Gate Bridge that just is like it's on par with, I don't know, Mecca or the Eiffel Tower. Anyway, so we've just landed here in this fabulous beach park that Kate's on for us. Tide's coming up a little bit on us. Yeah, San Francisco. Okay.
Show that! Show that!
I'm showing stuff.
It's so beautiful.
What do you think, puppy?
I feel like I'm in a postcard. I don't know. There's some views that it's kind of like seeing celebrities in real life.
Yeah.
Like, wow, it actually exists.
I know.
It actually exists.
Anyway, pretty cool. I think today is going to be like this all day. We're going up Lombard, up the back side of Lombard. I don't know if you can tell, but this is steep. This is what we came for. Left? Well, there you go.
We just got...
Well, I can tell you a lot more people took pictures of us than we took pictures. It's funny, there was no one coming down basically when we came down. We kind of wondered, are we allowed? The stairs aren't really at the right pace. They're too low.
I think you have to skip one.
You have to skip one every one or something. Oh, that feels better.
It feels much better. That's a really weird one.
There's no doubt it's an amazing place. Okay, so we've done Lombard Street. Let's go do something else. And what's up here? Well, at a carousel with an upper level. Okay, we've been on the road, what, a week almost. And here we go, finding this series truck. Looks pretty awesome too.
Rover's North sticker. Cool.
On our way up to the Coit Tower. Hey, Villachura, it's not so bad. Okay, so we're doing some field repairs on the truck here just south of San Francisco. I figure I should include the truck. A cute little campground, I forget what it's called, but we're about an hour and a quarter south of San Francisco. Turned out to be a pretty good place, not much available. So, checking fluids, adjusting brakes, tightening up this and that. But the biggest problem I was having was my clutch push rod. That is all that was left of the little conical nut that's supposed to push in against the fork of the push rod. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't, enjoy the view. Anyway, so I had to cut it out because I couldn't possibly undo any of these nuts with my handy dandy switchblade reciprocating saw holder. So I've gotten a piece of threaded rod that I'm going to turn into another push rod, basically by just rounding the end over so it can sit into the slave cylinder for the clutch, and some nuts and some washers, and it'll last the trip at least. Alright, so after some careful filing, I have a nice smooth round end, a couple of nuts, a lock washer, and some nice big washers so that it won't cut a hole in the fork, which that nut was doing. You don't need to come underneath with me. Next time you see me, I'll either be celebrating or cursing. Alright then, well, I didn't come straight back to you because a shower just absolutely loomed in my future. It was fantastic, feel great. Fantastic clutch, it's right there right now. I'm just so excited about it. I'll adjust the brakes, they're feeling so good now. Truck is so good. It's been running awesome. I can't tell you how pleased I am with the way the truck has been. Just fantastic. Okay, clean up, make something to eat. We're on the beach just south of Monterey. The actual town of Monterey is basically a huge marina as far as we can tell. This is a lovely beach. Beach access is getting a little harder. Since San Francisco, every parking lot, every pull-off has been an $8 to $10 day use fee. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to affect beach life. Anyway, I'm going to go for a little walk here. Cheers. Fabulous little off the beach, out of the wind spot to have breakfast. What do you think, Pop? Little stretch leg? Perfect. It's actually warm. First time I've been warm since I got to California. Okay, let's eat something. Santa Monica is the end of Route 66. And pulling on to Rodeo Drive. So what would you like to start with? Maybe a Gucci bag?
No.
Prada, of course. I mean,
Those are
good. There's Gucci.
Where's Gucci? Oh yeah, that's Gucci.
Okay, so we're on Sunset Strip for what it is. Thought we might have a beer, but I think we've decided we'll have the beer somewhere else.
I've decided. I don't think it makes much sense to have a beer on Sunset Boulevard. It'll be overpriced, and all you hear is the cars.
That's very true. Well, we walked a couple of blocks staring at the ground.
We walked one block.
Bumping into skateboarders and anyway, Orson Welles, Larry King. That's all I can remember.
Yeah.
You can't see me, but we were climbing up to the Griffith Observatory to see the Hollywood sign, and there's thousands of cars up here. I mean, thousands. Well, good morning. This is kind of a neat spot. One of the little canyons high above Los Angeles. This was our spot for the night last night. Actually, one of the greatest little stealth spots we've had. Actually, no, we've done pretty well. Early light just coming over the mountains there. How I love the dawn. It's really windy! Wow. Oh, that's cool. Isn't it perfect? Kate's not quite so sure.
No, it's perfect. Perfect. It's
Desert perfect.
It's your own perfect. Desert perfect.
Puppy, staying cool, staying good and cool. We're gonna have to take some fur off of you. My editing suite worked out so well. Actually, cactus. What? Ah! Cholla cactus. Okay, this is proper in the middle of nowhere desert. On our way up to Vegas. It's getting hot. One of these cool signposts. Truck's running really hot, so I'm going to adjust the timing to see if I can retard it a bit and see if it'll run a little bit cooler. I mean, we're getting by, but it means having to have the heat on full tilt, which isn't thrilling.
Pretty warm, pretty warm. I might pour some water over my head.
Yeah.
But not bad, not bad.
I don't know if you can see that. It just came right by here. A tornado, a little mini tornado. That was pretty cool. Okay, so I've retarded the timing slightly. I have no way of knowing how much. So just a little bit, and we'll see if that has any impact on the running temperature. We won't get maybe quite as much power, maybe not quite as much mileage, but who knows? Who knows? I hate to admit how excited I am to be driving down the Las Vegas Strip. This culture means absolutely nothing to me. Gambling, tacky Vegas shows. But I love a spectacle. I love just the drama and the excitement and all this cool stuff. I mean, there's an Eiffel Tower here somewhere, right? There's a pyramid!
Wow, okay, that's actually ridiculous.
There's a Sphinx! You know, that's not much smaller than the one in New York. Irish pub, let's go.
New York! Why do we don't need to go to New York, we can just go right there.
Holy mackerel, that's all one building, but they make it look like a whole bunch of New York facade. Come on, Kate, it's cool!
Okay, it's cooler than I was expecting. It's cooler than I was expecting.
Everything here is unnaturally big. I don't even know what that is, but it's big. In much of the U.S. Midwest, there's something called BLM land, Bureau of Land Management land, where you're allowed to stay and camp. They call it dispersed camping. You can see see there's been quite a few people camping here. We've stopped at one of these places for breakfast. And you can see over the horizon there's a camper there, and yeah, basically you have to be some distance from the pavement and out in the desert, and you can just go wherever you want, largely. Alright.
Oh!
I haven't heard thunder in years. There's no thunder and lightning in Victoria.
And he loves it.
And I love it. Okay, we got the door.
Let's just have a disaster. Let's have a tornado.
Let's have a tornado. And we have the door tops on, so it's nasty weather driving. Okay, let's eat something. It's hail.
Oh, wow.
There's some serious froth on the water here. No one else seems to be concerned about it, but I figured it was either frozen or soap, neither of which were good for traction. Weird. Okay, this is not really one of our most memorable clips, but
it's certainly one of our most memorable. Maybe not one of our most proud.
Exactly. Let's set the stage first. We are in a completely free wilderness campground just north of Williams, Arizona, and it's fantastic. I mean, it's really maximum 14-day stay. It's great.
It might even have garbage. Well, probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, well, it says take out your litter. Anyway, what it is dumping rain, and it's been dumping rain all day, and it's gonna dump rain all night. So we've arrived at this campground with the challenge of not getting out of the vehicle until tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we just pulled out of the visitor center, and we're just driving along, and out of the corner of my eye, I see that! Can you see that? Holy!
Holy moly! That is so cool. Holy moly! It looks like I'm looking at a hologram or something. It doesn't look like that's real.
I know. It's like a painting on a wall right in front of us.
That
Except
is so weird.
Remember, it snowed.
I know. I'm not silly. Wow. That's crazy.
Okay, frankly, if I don't see anything else, I'm done. That's just fine. Okay, Kate, we've done the Grand Canyon. For dinner of pasta and sauce, and I'm going to throw a sausage in with mine and some salad. What a lovely spot. Pretty neat, eh?
Look over there.
I don't know what you'll see into the sun, but this is basically just a pull-off on the side of the road, very close to, in Arizona, very close to the Utah border. In Arizona, you're allowed to just pull off and camp anywhere. In Utah, you are not. So we're probably going to spend the night here, or we're at least going to have dinner here. We may carry on towards Moab this evening. Okay, so hey, welcome to Beer of the Week. I'm in Montreal on Roy Street with my buddy Al. Alex is an old friend. We're childhood friends. We knew each other, yeah, like way back. Anyway, so when I get to Montreal, Al and I try to find a great place to have a beverage and something to eat. And me? Yeah. I'm thirsty. Yeah, I know. It's first time. So okay. I'm drinking a local IPA, which is an IPA Pamplemousse, which is grapefruit, right? Yeah. Right, which is that's what's supposed to be in an IPA. And you are having a cream ale. Yeah, it's cream ale. Local. So McCaustin cream. Excellent. So fantastic. That's fine. Cheers. Cheers. Hey, that's the best IPA I've had in the city, actually. You want to try this?
Not right now. No, I'm good with what I got. Okay. So, all right. So we'll wrap this up. We'll see you next week. And thanks again to all my patrons. And Keith,